All right. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. I got a very special guest on here tonight. Y'all in for a treat, and his name is A Negro with Knowledge. Yes, that's a controversial word, but A Negro with Knowledge, man, because this Negro got some knowledge right here, and I'm gonna show you this video for y'all can get a little taste right here, right? I'm gonna screen share this really quick and let y'all see this. So, how's everybody doing? Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share. So, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go down to the to my oh, my bad. I'm going to the comment section right here. I'm going to the comment section right here. Here we go. Here we go. Right here. Thank you everybody for popping on here. So here we go. I'm going to screen share it right here. And here it goes right here. I want everybody to see this brother, man. He got some good stuff right here, and I'm gonna let y'all see this right here.
5 myths that black people believe. Let's do it. Myth number 1. It's all kings and queens back in Africa, my brother. How could everyone in the continent be a king and queen? Please, precious people, use a little lucidity.
I'm gonna start this over, y'all. My bad.
Greetings. Today we're going to talk about 5 myths that black people believe. Let's do it. Myth number 1. See, we was all kings and queens back in Africa, my brother. How could everyone in the continent be a king and queen? Please, precious people, use a little lucidity here. I know it shows pride, strength, and unity to claim that everyone from our race descended from aristocracy, but practicality says some of you niggas was peasants. Number 4. White man is holding a black man down. Houseway. A black man just held the highest office in this land for 8 years. And guess what? White people voted for him. There are currently no laws in the United States that prohibit the black man from doing anything except for killing each other and selling dope, which some of y'all keep doing. And some of y'all are Christians. I thought you said you believe that you can do all things through Christ. You can't have it both ways. Number 3. Their constitution says the black man is 3/5 of a person. Big fat myth that plays into the narrative that the white man still sees the black man as inferior. The infamous 3/5 clause does not declare that a black man is only worth 60% of a white man. It says that for the purposes of determining the number of representatives for each state, the government is only going to count 3/5 of slaves. Not all of them, like the southern states, wanted to gain more seats for it. Number 2. See, I'm always for Democrat because the Democrats do more for black folk. This is a generational myth that continues to follow people of color and is a detriment to our progression. The Republican Party was founded primarily to end slavery and eventually abolish it. The Democratic Party opposed them and tried to maintain and even expand slavery. When the 13th Amendment was passed, 100% of Republicans supported and only 23% of Democrats supported. Over 35% of abortions are performed on black women, with 19 million black abortions being performed since 1973. Margaret Sanger, the founder of Planned Parenthood, thought that black people were human weeds and wanted to prevent the multiplication of the race. Just check the April 1933 edition of her magazine, The Birth Control Review. In 2018 alone, over $80,000 has been donated from Planned Parenthood to the Democrat Party. $0 has gone to the Republicans. In 2016, almost $700,000 was donated, 98% of which went to the Democrats. Let's face it, Democrats are all about big government and free programs that exhaust the American taxpayer dollars. They are opportunists that will latch on to any sect of people as long as it makes them look empathetic and promotes their leftist ideology. Yeah, they gave us food stamps and a way to kill our babies, but they have no real interest outside of themselves. Number 1, real talk, son. The white man gave us Christianity, B. We was worshiping the sun god, son. We was God. Even the black man was God, son. This is the biggest and most dangerous misconception in the Black community because it causes people of color to reject the one true God and Savior of the universe, Jesus Christ. Common narrative says that African people had a level of spirituality, worshiping the sun and other deities in pre-colonial times, and were only forced into Christianity once taken captive by the Europeans. But truth be told, there was a vast Christian population in Africa at least a millennia before the first slaves arrived in America. Take King Ezana, for example. The Ethiopian king ruling from 330 AD to 356 AD made Christianity the state religion of Axum, which extended from the fringes of the Sahara Desert in the west to the inner parts of the Arabian Desert in the east. With other early AD evangelicals such as Origen of Egypt and Tertullian of Tunisia, the chances that Christianity has saturated Africa are great. So there you have it, folks. 5 myths that the Black community believes debunked. Let us move forward and seek truth voraciously that we may no longer be lied to and get the very progression that we have been seeking for centuries in our community. I'm a Negro with knowledge. Remember, knowledge is power.
All right. Well, thank you. Hold on, let me get back to it. And this is real, y'all. And we got a very special guest over here, a Negro with knowledge right here. And here he goes right here. What's going on, brother?
What's happening?
All right. Good to see you. Thanks for coming on here. Man, 5 myths of black people believe. And I'm gonna ask you before I ask you on that video, man. Tell everybody about yourself, man, and where you from, and what you about and what you stand for. Introduce yourself, my brother.
Well, my name is Isaiah Gates. I'm originally from Southwest Atlanta, Oakland City. I met my wife in Chicago, on the west side of Chicago. That's right.
All right.
That's my second home, man. I love Chicago. You know, I can't. I just love Chicago. But yeah, I'm just. I don't know, man. I believe the Bible. You know, and I mostly desire, you know, my African people, if you will, which we not Africans, first of all. We're not Africans. But when I say African, you understand, I mean Black people. I just feel like if Black people were to wake up, politically speaking, we'll never be socialists. And we can get and achieve the very dream that we say we've been wanting for all of this, you know, this long time, you know. But other than that, I'm just a blue collar hard worker, man. I got 2 kids, 1 on the way, and you know, I'm just taking care of my family, and I'm just trying to walk with the Lord, man. That's it. But you know, I want to see people get saved, and I want to see people wake up, politically speaking. I really mean wake up, man.
Yes. And you know what? I tell people, I sound like a broken record when I say this, and I say it over and over again. This ain't about our president with the movement that we in right now. It's not even about our president. It's not even about this. It's about saving souls. It's about saving people. It's about getting back to reality, getting back to life. And this is what it's about. It's about the principles. At the end of the day, that's what it's about. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
So what inspired you that video? 5 myths of the Black people. You gonna break it down, brother. Break it down.
Well, what inspired that video was, you know, talking to our people, you begin to realize how oblivious they are to reality. You know, I mean, they'll believe whatever sounds good to them, especially if it exalts Black skin, you know, and even more so if it will degrade the European nationality. So I don't know. I figured that if I could put out a few things and say, look, what you believe is nonsense. That don't even make no sense. Have you ever actually checked the history of what it is you say that you believe, and not just let somebody tell you? And I put number one as, you know, the number one thing they love to believe in my book is that, you know, white people gave us Christianity when we were slaves. They forced us to read the Bible and all this stuff, and that's just not true. I mean, if just think about this, Mo. If you read the Bible and understand the setting and where everything originated,
Yeah.
it's common sense that people in Africa would have at least heard about this Jesus, because it's right there. I mean, Ethiopia is literally right next to Israel. You
Yes.
understand? So, what would make you think that if you got this guy over here supposedly doing all these miracles, then that people in Africa didn't hear him? And even if all of them didn't believe, some of them had to believe. It just didn't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, and furthermore, my stance on it is, if the white man did give us Christianity, we talking about the savior of the world. Who cares what the medium was that we were able to hear about him? You know, and not to mention many of not to be long drawn out, but many of our forefathers believed in this Christian God and they prayed to him for freedom, and the Lord answered their prayer, and we're no longer slaves anymore. So, I mean, it's just crazy stuff. So, I mean, really, what motivated me to make that video was just to say, listen, there's a lot of things that you guys believe, and we as a people believe, just hook, line, and sinker without doing any research, man. People wake up in the morning, first thing they want to do is hear music. You know what I'm saying? And if you listening to something, then you're not hearing other things. You
Yes.
know. So I figured if I would put it out there like that, maybe I would reach some people. So
Yes. You know, just reach it. I mean, it's about reaching. It's about planting seeds. We got to plant a seed to these people out here, you know, because this is deeper than just losing our country. Man, people are gonna lose their lives if they don't wake up.
yeah,
They're gonna lose their lives. They're gonna lose their babies. We're gonna lose our grandchildren, our grandbabies if we don't rise up, if we don't go ahead and really get down to the bottom of this. And that's the problem. You got people over there that they don't want to get down to the bottom of it. They want to get down to what the other people are thinking, what other people are saying. But like we talk about what they see on TV or what they listen to. That's what they want to get down to. It's a popularity contest.
Yep. Especially in this day and age with social media, everybody is trying to fix themselves up to be stars. They want to emulate what they see on TV. But the one thing they don't want to emulate is people who read or people who actually know and understand things. They want to emulate stardom and just vanity. I mean, people like Ben Carson get mocked. You know, people like Herman Cain get mocked. But in my opinion, these are people that we should be modeling our children after. You know what I'm saying? Like people that's well read and that's well established, entrepreneurship and things of that nature, man. But it's a sad state of affairs, if you ask me.
It is. It is. Where do you think that where do it start at? I'm trying to see how I'm gonna put this. Where do it start at? I mean, where do we got to reach out to first, though? I mean, where do it start at? Whether it's a home, I mean, what's your take on where do it start at? I mean, it starts somewhere to reach out to people, to help. Where we got to start at to help?
Man, that's a good question. You know why? Because I think the most important people to reach are like the young generation, like the college kids. You know, like the people who are newly eligible to vote. The faster we get to them, I think the better off we'll be. But I say it's a good question because that's a tall task. Because most of those people are liberals and they just blind liberals. They only believe what they hear in passing or what they, you know, the headline as they working out at the gym, they see a headline on CNN and they just run with that. You know, they don't really take a look at it. Like I said, this generation of people that's from like 17 up to mid to late 20s, they obsessed with hip hop culture and music and things like that. So
Yes.
that's all they listening to. And the Bible says evil communications corrupt good manners. And I'm not on here to attack hip hop culture because, truth be told, I come from hip hop culture. You understand?
Hey.
I mean, I come from that. So it's really no beef with that. Which technically I do have a beef with that. But I'm not saying it's if you like music and that's what you want to listen to, do that. But don't inundate yourself so much to where you're not getting facts. Where you just so blind. If people talk about anything political, I don't want to hear that. Turn the music back up, whatever the case. It's just stupid stuff, and they blocking their own self from what truth is. And when you try to tell them, like, what do you mean Trump is racist? Give me an instance where he's racist. Or what do you mean? What do you mean? Republicans are racist? Don't you know Democrats were the ones that wanted to keep us as slaves? And you start telling them that, and they don't want to hear it. But those are the ones that we need to reach. If we could really reach them, especially before this next voter cycle, we could change America, man. We'll never be socialist. We'll never be socialist. And if I could have one thing for my country, is that we never see socialism.
Yes. One thing.
One thing.
They don't know how serious that stuff is. Socialism. They don't know that's a Hitler agenda. They don't know that. They don't know that. They don't know that. They want to take away our guns. They want to take away our amendments. They want to take away what we fought for. They want to take away that. And we can't allow that to happen.
That's right.
No. So, what's up, chat room? How y'all doing over here? What's up, AD? Oh, there you go. I ain't gonna feed on you, AD. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man.
And see, the thing about it is, if socialism hits this country, it's gonna change the life that they claim to love. Like you say America is so bad, but you don't want to live nowhere else. And if you allow socialism to come in this country, your life will never be the same. All these people that want to rep their hood, your hood will never be the same if we become socialists. How would you feel? How would you feel if, just like they did in Russia, they picking the color of your blinds and your carpet? Everybody get one color, or everybody get one food, or everybody shopping at one store. You wouldn't like that. This is America. The life as you know it is the American way. Man. And you try to usher in a total different way of life that nobody would like. It just really don't make no sense.
This reminds me of something. See, I got a flashback. I'm in my late 40s. I'm telling my age right here, right? It's this movie. I don't know if people my age. It's this movie I was watching years ago, 20-some years ago, on cable called Moscow on the Hudson. Moscow with Robin Williams, and it was now I kind of understand. It's come to me. They had to stand in line for toilet paper, and this one dude wanted to be free. He went to America. He went to America, Robin Williams, and he went AWOL. He didn't care. He wanted to be free. He got tired of being in a socialist country. He got tired. You got to line up for toilet paper. You got to line up for tampons. That's a socialist. That's socialism.
Yep, that's exactly what it is. And you got to be a fool if you think it won't happen in America. You got to be an idiot.
Yep, you got to be. You got to be. Matter of fact, you are an idiot if you are. I'm just being honest, because sometimes we got to tell people about themselves. We got to tell people, like, you've been an idiot. Man up, human up. Stop being a robot. I ain't saying man up, human up. Just saying, y'all. But it's just this is something serious that we gotta take this stuff serious, y'all. We have to take it serious. If we don't take it serious, like I was saying the other day, with my guests on there, we're gonna die. People are gonna die. People are gonna lose their lives if we don't start taking things serious.
Yeah, and some people probably listening and saying, these dudes is crazy. That's extreme to say people gonna die. Listen, socialism has killed more people in the past century than any other form of governance. We're talking about Adolf Hitler. We're talking about Benito Mussolini. We're talking about Joseph Stalin. We're talking about the Kims over there in North Korea, whether it's Kim Jong Un or Kim Il Sung, I think his name. You know, his grandfathers. These people. I mean, socialism kills people, man. Because you got what happens is, think about it. They offer you all of this free stuff. Ain't nothing free. Ain't nothing free. So eventually, even if it looks good for the first 5, maybe 10 years, eventually that money is gonna run out. But what's gonna happen? The elites, they ain't gonna be without no money. You better believe that. So it's gonna be the common folks are gonna be the broke ones, and it's gonna be dog eat dog, and it's gonna be people that's starving. It's really just that simple. And when you got people that's starving, then the criminal in them comes out, and they really ready to kill, steal, and destroy for whatever it is that they need. Not to mention you got the government itself trying to control everything and keep everything at a moderate level, so they gonna kill whatever they need to kill to make sure that happens. People will die. It sounds extreme, like we just on here radical with an American flag behind us saying, "Oh, if we vote Democrat, people will die." No, people will actually die. This is a serious thing. You need to check history, man.
Speak on it. It's serious, y'all. Y'all better listen, y'all. When whenever y'all wake the hell up and listen, y'all, look how many people have died. Look at this. Look how many people have lost their family. Look, come on now. They're already trying to push the socialist stuff. Look, taking fathers out of homes in these black communities. Look at this. That's what they want. They want to see the division in the community, in the poor community. They want, just look at it. Look, like you said about Planned Parenthood, what you said earlier today, 5 minutes of what black people believe. And that was very 100% what you said right there. And people need to listen to that message. Damn it. Go ahead,
now,
brother,
this guy AD in your comments is saying nobody ever says North Korea was a socialist country. I don't know who he been listening to. Everybody knows North Korea is a socialist country.
Yeah. Oh, that's AD. Yeah. What's up, AD?
What AD stand for? A dummy?
Yeah. Shout out to everybody in the chat room. Thick skin only. But socialism, that's stuff is serious. Look at these countries. They're socialist countries. I mean, come on now. If you like China so much, if you like these foreign countries so much, won't you go ahead and be a citizen over there then?
Everybody wants to live in America. Everybody, come on, man. Let's face it, man. Everybody wants the American way of life. Everybody. That's why so many people come here. They leave these countries that y'all say are so great. Oh, well, we should go over to Norway, or we should go over to this place in country in Europe, or we should go to, they have this and they have free healthcare and they have free college. If it's so great, why are those people coming to America?
Yeah, why are they? Answer that, anybody in the chat room. If you disagree with this answer, why do they want to come to America? Why the Arabs are in black neighborhoods? Why that? You know, why are they? Why you see Chinese places, Chinese wig shops are in the black neighborhood, in the Negro neighborhood? Why do you see this? You know, why you see black owned places in the hood, they jack up prices? I mean, come on now. Maybe they're trying to survive. I don't know. But it's crazy. Why
they know who's spending money, though. They know who's spending money. And they know our dollar, even though it's really not worth a whole lot, it's worth more than what it is over there in their own country. Mm-hmm. They know it's the land of the free. I mean, you can talk as bad about America as you want, but this is the land of the free. Mm-hmm. We ain't the best country. I mean, we the best country, but we ain't the greatest as far as governance. We ain't perfect. Yeah. Right. You know what I'm saying? But if you come to America, you have a greater chance to prosper than in any other place in the world. That's a fact. Yeah,
it's a fact. Facts over feelings, y'all. Facts over feelings. Leave your feelings at home. So go ahead, bro. I'm just all over the place. I get the rant and rant and rant. I'm gonna let you rant right now. Go ahead and
Man,
rant.
you was I thought about something. You mentioned Planned Parenthood. That entity was specifically made to exterminate black people.
Yes.
Margaret Sanger, we were human weeds, man. You heard about it in my video. And this is what I don't understand. Like, these were Democrats who supported that. Make no mistake about it, Planned Parenthood is as big as it is because of Democrat funding. Period, point blank. And now the inverse is true because they supporting the Democrats.
Right.
And this is the platform that said they wanted to exterminate black people. So how is it that we supporting Planned Parenthood? Now think about this. We talk so bad about Adolf Hitler, and we talk so much about how white people want black people down, want held down, and they don't care, blah, 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 all this other crazy stuff.
Yes.
But the single biggest entity who's killed the most black people is Planned Parenthood.
Come on, talk about it.
19 million black babies. I mean, think about this. Since 1972, almost 20 million black children. Think about how many doctors that was. Think about how many lawyers that was. Think about how many philanthropists. Think about how many Malcolm X's and Martin Luther King we have slaughtered over and over and over from Planned Parenthood alone. And think about it. You can go to opensecrets.org. Open Secrets, OPEN secrets.org, and you can see where the funding is going. And it's like less than 1%, if any at all, going to Republicans. Now, mind you, I'm not a Republican. I'm a conservative.
Okay.
I believe the Bible, and it just
You're
so happens that most Republicans are conservatives.
Yes.
So therefore, if there's a Republican on the nomination and he's a conservative, that's who I'm rocking with, because I would never vote Democrat. Never. Because I'm black and proud. I'm proud of my heritage.
Right.
Why would I want to side with the people who tried to kill my people, who wanted to keep us as slaves? Why would I do that?
Right.
You understand? But the single biggest entity that's killing black people is Planned Parenthood. You can look at Open Secrets and all of these other sites, and they will tell you how many how many abortions are performed on minorities. And that's black people and Hispanics. And you can also look at the donations. Where the donations going? They're going to people like Wasserman Schultz, people like Bernie Sanders, people like Joe Kennedy.
Go to burn.
All of these different Democrat names. You don't get that stuff with Republicans, man. So it is what it is. You want to talk about white people don't care about black people and they want us killed? There you go. It's right there in black and white.
Yep. Facts, y'all. Facts over feelings. Facts. Get out your feelings and learn the facts.
That's right.
Please don't get me started tonight. You the guest. I'm gonna have you go ahead and say. I'm interviewing you.
Man, I'm here to tell you whatever you want to know, man. I'm an open book, man. These people.
Hey, they say I donated to Bernie twice, but to Mo a lot more than that. Yes, you did. I appreciate you, AD. You know what? Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. But you have a right to your opinion, AD. We all have different opinions on here, and I respect people's opinions. You have the right.
I respect people's opinions, but don't come over here talking about stupid stuff like North Korea is not a socialist country; it's a communist country. What's the difference? What's the difference between socialism and communism? You want to know the difference? Socialism, they use more stealth. They try to sway people into the stupid policies. Communism just come in and just take what they want. That's the only difference. It's the same thing. They cousins. It's the same thing.
Yep. Same thing. You said it's not. Oh snap!
See, this is what I be talking about. We was just talking about this before the show started. How some people you just can't talk to about this kind of stuff because they not learned enough. They so unlearned, man. Some people, and I'm not make no mistake about it, I'm not trying to attack this AD guy. It just so happened that he's like the perfect example of what we was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like some people you just like we can talk all day, but if you so blind to facts, it's really we ain't never gonna get nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of person, as long as I feel like there's a level of that we can gain some ground with this, I will explain to people. I will tell them what I know. I will give them facts. The same thing when I'm preaching the gospel to people. Yeah. I will spend as much time as it takes to talk to somebody about Jesus. I don't care. That's what I do. I get great joy out of serving God. But at some point, it's like he ain't getting it because he don't want to get it. So now I feel like I'm wasting my time, you know. And some people are just like that.
Hey, that's how I be. Hey, I get to a point, right? I have gotten to a point that I stopped having debate videos with people. Like, if you see my live videos at nighttime, it'd be more like discussions instead of debates because ain't no point in trying to change people's minds. Just have a discussion, be intellectual, and that's it. I'm learning, doing hundreds of videos, and gotta be intellectual. Gotta be intellectual. These people will drain you.
Yeah, they will, man. That's a good word to say. They drain because they do. They do. They drain you, man.
So we got to find another way to do this and be intellectual with each other and be like, you know what? Let's try to see the person's point, but disagree with the person and let's try to see that person's point. Now, don't get it twisted. You ain't gonna convert me. I ain't gonna convert you, but let's try to see your point. All right, let's get to his point. Okay, that's the point you're talking about, and you go on that point and let that person know what you stand on. You dig?
Yeah, I mean, like I talk a lot about this kind of stuff at my job. Cause see, last week, I go work out every day for about 30 minutes or so. Before work, and I usually pack extra clothes. But this particular day, I forgot to pack my other shirt, and I worked out in my President Trump "We Got Your Back" shirt, so I had to wear it to work. Yeah. And I on purpose I try not to wear that shirt to work, but I had to because that's the only shirt I had. And it caught the eye of a lot of people, and then they like, "Oh man, really? Come on, bro!" And I'm trying to explain my position, right. And even though I'm telling people about the history of the Democrat Party, and I'm telling people about the Green New Deal, it's like common sense stuff. Like, bro, how is you gonna in 10 years' time eliminate all air travel and have a rail transit system that's so good and precise and safe to travel the ocean through rail? Like it's not even fathomable. It's nearly impossible to do something like that in 10 years. But these people are trying to explain to me why it's not a bad thing. Why 70% taxes is not a bad thing. It's like you just can't talk to some people about it, man, because they so blacked out or brainwashed or whatever terminology you want to use.
Blacked out. I like how you said it. Blacked out.
Yeah, I mean, it's just you ain't never gonna get through to some people, man. They just got it in their head. Republicans or conservatives or whatever, they all a bunch of rednecks and they hate blacks, and they just got it in their head, and they. There's one thing with black people, and I don't want to bash black people. Make no mistake about it. I don't know about Mo, but I talk about what's going on in the black community as far as this is concerned.
Same here.
Yeah, because I want to see us do better.
Thank you.
It's not because I'm switching sides and I want to be white. I wish I was white. No, I married a black woman. Yeah. I got black babies. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have black grandchildren. I got a black family. You understand? So I want to see us do better.
I ain't got mixed babies. I got mulatto babies.
If a person love you, they gonna tell you the truth.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But when you got it in your mind that your allegiance is to your black skin or to Africa. But on the flip side, you can't even tell me what tribe in Africa you from. You don't even know.
Where you from? Zamunda
Yeah.
or whatever. I don't know where you from. I don't know where I'm from. But I do know I'm from America.
Yeah. I was born in America. I know that much.
Yeah, we know that.
And the thing about it is they try to say, oh, well, you don't know your culture and that's our culture. Like, no. Think about this. Black Americans have their own culture. You think people in Kenya play spades at birthday parties? No. That's Black American culture.
Come on.
You think they listen to Al Green and you think they step at they weddings and stuff like that over there in Ethiopia? No, that's Black American culture. We have our own culture. We just don't embrace it. They say we don't know who we are. No, we know who we are. We just don't want to embrace it, man. We Americans. Period.
You know, so crazy, brother. 2016, I met some Trump supporters online. We talked on the phone, and I'd known about 3 or 4 of them that hopped off the Trump train. And then when they did that, I said, I'm still there for you. And I was there for them. I'm still there for them. I'm actually still there for them. You know, it's kind of like, you know, they black people, you know what I'm saying? They kind of like, and I said, I'm still there for you. You hop on the Trump train, I'm still there for you. You know, I'm starting to see things, you know. But then I see points that some says people have a right to feel the way they feel. And I look at it. But even though I think that they can be off the wall, but I'm still there for y'all. I'm still there. Even though I figured it delusional, I'm still there.
Yeah, sometimes, like you said, they drain you. I just feel like I need a second wind, man, because you don't want to give up on people.
Right, you don't.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. But
at the same time, it's like talking to a brick wall. It's like literally talking to a brick wall, man.
Yeah.
You know, when sometimes somebody's trying to sit here and explain to me how if we get taxed at 70%, that's gonna make them millionaires. Like, bro, what are you even? Like, this actually happened. It's like, bro, what are you even talking about right now?
Right. Like, what are you talking about? What you talking about, Willis?
You know, it means. But like I say, some people just got it in their head. They gonna think like this, and then it is what it is. You know.
Yeah.
No matter how many facts you give them, no matter how many articles you show them, what really gets me is when people say, "Oh, you got proof," or "What's your source?" and you give it to them, and then you like, "Did you read it?" "Oh no, I didn't read it."
Mm-hmm.
That's what really gets me.
Yeah. And you know what killed me? You know what killed me? I'm a person that I just started being into politics 2 years ago, which I'm not political, and I can go random to a Antifa, to a pro-black person out in the hood by the liquor store and said, do you like Trump? Man, F Trump. All right. Why you like Trump? Man, he racist. Tell me why, man. He don't like black people. Tell me why. Man, he don't like us. He said he gonna grab a woman by the vagina. I said this. Tell me why. They keep coming up with this Hollywood stuff. This Hollywood scam stuff. They keep coming up with that, but they can't tell the reason why. And these people, and most people, look, you talk to these Bernie supporters, a lot of them have got college education, but can't answer a question.
Yeah.
I should tell you something about that.
Yeah, I seen one video with this. I don't even know the guy's name. He was an older black dude talking to a very well educated young black woman. I'm talking about she had all kind of degrees under her belt, and he was saying, well, how can you say that racism is prominent in America? And all she could say was, look around. He's like, well, give me some examples. And all she could say was, look around. Just look around. I'm like, that's not an answer, man. You know, you should be able to at least point to some policies, some racist tendencies from government officials. Now, don't get me wrong. Racism is a real thing.
It is.
You know, it does exist, but so does drunkenness, so does pedophilia, so does homosexuality, so does hatred.
Yes.
These are all sins. That's all we're talking about. We're talking about the heart of man, sins. So racism is not something that's exclusive to whites and blacks. It's everywhere. Everywhere. Puerto Ricans hate Mexicans. Haitians hate what's the culture? I think Dominicans. It's racism, you know? But to say just look around when I say okay, give me an example, that's not an answer to say just look around. That's not an answer, because if I look around, I'm looking down the street and I can see my white neighbor come and cut my lawn for me out of nowhere because he know I don't have a riding lawnmower and he does. I could see my white church members give me 5-6 bags of big old bags of toys when they know we was just moving back to Atlanta and I didn't have any money for Christmas for my kids. I could see my white friends coming over here changing the alternator on my car and charging me not a single dime to do it. Spent like 6 hours doing. That's what I see. So if you say look around, I don't see it if I look around. So that's not a good enough answer.
Come on.
You know, this goes on and on all day. I'm not gonna tell you I never ran into any racist people, but I ran into far more loving white people than I have racist. It's not even close. And that's just truth.
Yeah. Oh, wait, you hit that on the money, bro. They don't know what it is. Look, come on now. You gave him a shot. Wow. Oh, y'all ready for that? Oh, y'all ready for the truth over here, man? Thick skin only, man. For real, y'all. Man, there's so much stuff that's going on, brother. Man.
Man, did you hear about those churches being bombed in Sri Lanka?
Yes, I heard that.
That was so sad, man.
It's always the churches. It's always the churches.
And then Obama and Hillary Clinton, they said they heart go out to the Easter worshipers. Can somebody tell me what in the world is an Easter worshiper? What is that?
Yeah.
I mean, and you know what? Ain't it funny that they both use that same term? That's weird, right?
Yeah. The same term.
Easter worship. But when the Muslims get attacked, they ain't scared to say Muslim.
No, they ain't. You know what? Obama's a Muslim. Come on now. Hillary Clinton, she caters to the Muslim. She caters to Planned Parenthood. She caters to white supremacists. That's what she is. She's part of the problem. She is the problem. These people are the problem. When are you dumbed down black people are gonna see who is the problem? Next, go ahead, bro. Take it away.
People should have known Hillary Clinton. Black people should have known Hillary Clinton was on games when she went on the Breakfast Club and tried to tell us she keep hot sauce in her purse.
Game record, that's game.
Look, my mama don't even keep hot sauce in her purse. Who you think you talking to right now?
It's only the hood rats that do that shit. Well, I gotta edit. I'm trying to cuss my video, but I'm gonna edit that.
I ain't never even seen no hood rats do that. They might keep knives in their purse or something like that, but hot sauce? You know? I mean, if you couldn't recognize it then, and they fell for a hook, line, and sinker. She ran her little campaign, got Jay-Z to do a show, got Beyonce to do a show, she got Oprah. She ain't talk about none of the things that was pressing issues in our community, though. Nobody seemed to really notice that.
Yes.
You know, so basically all she got to do is have one of us dance, nigga, dance.
Thank you.
And we got her vote.
Come on.
You know, I'm sorry I went off on that Hillary Clinton rant, but
no, go off on that chick.
But some things just have to be said. But like I said, you know, it's funny how the left is so full of it, man. They can't even say the word Christian.
No,
they can't even say the word.
Can't.
It's crazy.
It's messed up, jacked up, tore up from the flow up. That's what it is.
Certainly.
And we the people, we got to keep rising up. We got to keep on rising up until we knock them out the box. Until we knock them out the box. Because us, the people, we are thinking outside the box. We are thinking outside the box. We got to knock them out the box so they can think outside the box. Ooh, don't get me started, y'all, because y'all know I can get crazy on my videos. That's why I'm saying he the gas. That's gonna be cool tonight. I get that cuss word I said. I said I'm gonna keep the video clean so I can come back and edit when the video done.
You're doing a pretty good job thus far.
Yeah, thanks. So I'm trying to keep my interviews clean. I have been trying and I slipped. I gotta go back and edit that. Like,
yeah, you don't want to get this. You don't want to get this account taken down too.
Mm-hmm. They'll try to use everything against me. That's what they'll try to do. So I just try to. But how y'all doing? What's up, Jenna Patriot? What's up, Likewise? Likewise, little crazy self, man, over here, man. Yeah, A Negro with Knowledge, man. So where people can find you at?
Man, I'm primarily on my Facebook page. Same thing, A Negro with Knowledge. I do got a YouTube. I've been typing in the comments so people could add that on there.
I'll put the link when the video done. I'll put the link.
I'll
hit the link when I'm done.
But yeah, that's my primary thing is on Facebook, man. And if we get this YouTube jumping, I'll be putting up more videos. But I'm not even gonna lie to you, Mo. I've been getting discouraged because I know that they shadow ban.
They do.
I mean, that to me, that's kind of discouraging. It's like, why even try? If I know they're gonna be doing stuff like taking my likes off and taking my views off, they actively fighting against us, man, because they want us to be socialists.
But I'm gonna tell you this, brother, from what I'm experiencing over here, I got 11,000 subscribers on my YouTube, right? That's a lot of subscribers, right? You would think I get 1,000 views. I bet I can get 100 views. They killed my channel. They sabotaged my channel. But guess what? The real people in my chat room, they there. We stick together. The message is going to be heard. We stick together. They can shadow ban it, but guess what? I got your contact information. You got my contact information.
That's
so
right.
We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. Gina Patriot ain't going nowhere. Smurf Bear, AD, we all ain't going nowhere. That's why y'all see it. Likewise, A Negro with Knowledge, everybody in here. We ain't going nowhere. That's why we still here. Even if some of us disagree with each other, but we still here with each other. We still here. That means people are still here for each other. And we gotta learn that it's not, we gotta get ourselves out there. It get discouraged, like, oh man, I haven't got 1,000 views over here, man. They have came to me. They have came to my channel. But guess what? We still here. Look, you contact, I contact you. I want you on here because I love your message. I love your message. A Negro with Knowledge. That's a controversial title, but at the same time, you tell them the truth with a controversial title. Shoot. Go ahead, brother. Because I get all over the place. I get too random.
And that's all right, man, because you got people attention, man, and that's all that really matters. I appreciate you having me on because that's what it takes. Like you said, we on here together. Even the people with the different opinions, but even if you got a different opinion, if you tuning in, then obviously you ain't like most people anyway. Like most liberals, I should say.
Yes, most liberals.
You know what? Speaking of that, I at the rally I was interviewed by a few liberals from the college from Georgia State University. They interviewed me for at least a good 20 minutes, man. And what happened to the sound?
No, sound good. I'm good. I cut the mic off and talk to my roommate.
Oh, okay. I'm like, well, so anyway,
cut the mic off to people.
But by the time I finished talking to them, even they were saying, man, you put me on to a lot of stuff that I didn't even know. You know, and it's really the media's fault. It's really the media's fault, man, because they're not giving the people they're not reporting the truth. It's just like Joseph Goebbels, the minister of propaganda for Adolf Hitler. You know, you just give them what you want them to believe, and they start believing it. And what happens is the atmosphere changes because people are thinking differently, but they're not thinking correctly. They don't know the truth.
Yes.
You know. So when I can talk to a liberal and they really start to open up, especially young liberals, to me that's the encouraging part. It's discouraging to know that we being shadow banned, but when you can actually talk to people and they're like, man, I really need to look up on that. That's encouraging. That's the kind of stuff that keeps me going right there.
Yep. For real. That's enough stuff to keep you going. You know, it's not about see the problem with people. They want to preach to the choir. You ever go to a church and they want to preach to the choir? They're like, oh, I sing the best. I do this the best. I usher the best. So they stay in warmth in church seats. But it's not about preaching to the choir. I keep telling y'all, it's not about preaching to the choir. It's about preaching to the people that don't even want to look at the choir. They don't even want to hear the choir. They don't even want to hear the choir sing. It's about that.
Yeah, and I like how you said earlier that it's not about our president, because it's really not, man. It just so happened that the president is the first president, I would say, since, I don't know, JFK, who's actually putting America first. He just so happened to be that guy. The same guy who said grab a body, you know what, is the one who's saying fair trade, America first. We want our hostages. We want better taxes. You know, we want less regular. It just so happened to be him. Nobody else is going to bat for us. You know, and so we support him as he supports the Constitution, because really that's what it's all about. Think about this: if Obama had the same type of attitude as far as governance and policies as Trump does, we will be supporting Obama the same way, because that's what it's about, the Constitution. It's not about Trump. People say, well, why you support Trump? No, I support Trump because he supports the Constitution. As long as he does that, he's got my vote. Period, point blank.
Yes. As long as he's doing that. But I've been saying, look, people looking like, oh man, oh, you Republican. Listen, everybody, you heard it from me right here. I'm saying it right in front of you, a Negro with knowledge. I don't even like the far right, but I'm gonna go ahead. That's another video that I'll say. Go ahead, next. Take it away.
I'm trying to see what's going on in the news, man. But it's so, you know what? It's so hard to even do that because you can't use Google.
No, you can't.
You can't use Google because Google ain't finna give you the real news either.
No, of course. They're trying to get the real news. I get my news, dude. I haven't watched the news in over a year. I be on social media looking at people's status. That's how I get that freaking news. By talking to you, talking to him, talking to her, talking to them. That's how I get the news.
Yeah, I hear that same way I do too, man. I mean, I got my few people. I listen to some podcasts, and you know, I read the Bible, and you know, the Bible will reveal pretty much everything that's going on. But that's how I get my news too, because you can't watch TV and Fox News. I mean, I don't mind some of the people on Fox News, but Fox News ain't no different from CNN in some ways. You know, so you just got to be careful nowadays, man.
Hold on, AD just said, Mo, yes, you do. Stop lying. You are the far right. Stop it, AD. You know? Woo! I got distracted on it. Sometimes I get distracted by a chat room. It's not a distraction because I do look at the chat room. I love my chat room. Even the negative people, I love y'all. The negative people in the chat room, I love y'all. Y'all actually keep the chat room going up. I don't mind negativity in chat room. I don't. Woo! You said, Mo, I am far left in your viewers' eyes. Yeah. Oh, AD. What's up, AD? Love you, brother. Okay, go ahead, brother. What you saying?
No, I was just putting out there how you know you got to be careful where you get your news from.
Yeah.
Because like Google has become a verb. Like it's an actual word you can look up in the dictionary now. Because when people want to know stuff, they just quote unquote Google it. But now Google done put a monopoly on what can be put out there too. So you
Sad,
just gotta be careful, man.
sad. We got to be glad. This is freaking sad, dude. And that's why I tell people that I need you. I need everybody over here. I need people that's willing to. If you're willing to die for the cause, if you're willing to lose your life for the cause, I ain't said die for Donald Trump. I ain't said all that. I said for the cause. Persecuted. If you wouldn't be persecuted, man, let's link up, y'all. Let's go ahead and do this, y'all. Because we are in for a fight. We are in for a battle. Next. Go ahead. Take it away, man. I'm just... Go ahead. I'm interviewing you.
Yeah, so I mean, what was it about? Like, how long you been a conservative? Because I'll be honest, I voted for Obama.
Oh, let's talk about it. Oh, I want to hear this. Gonna be good. Oh, listen to everybody. We have never had a discussion on the phone about this. This is the first time that we ever known about each other. So listen, this is gonna be good. This is cool. And watch this. All right, go ahead, brother.
Well, see, for me, I like I said, in 2008, I voted for Obama, but I started noticing that his actions wasn't lining up with what he was saying.
Mm-hmm.
So I really kind of took a step back and reassessed things. Like, man,
yes,
and then so pretty much, I would say from about 2010 on, I never supported him because I was just seeing how he ran saying that he was a Christian, the whole Jeremiah Wright thing.
Yeah.
He had the church on there and everything.
Yes.
But I'm looking at him like, bro, you ain't no Christian, man. You doing more for the Muslims. You doing more for the gay people and stuff like that,
Negro, please.
That pretty much kind of woke me up to it. And then you start doing the history of the Democrat Party. And my whole life, I thought Democrats was for black people, but that's only because that's what my mama told me. I asked my mama, when I was like, I don't know how old I was, but I asked her what was the difference, and she, well, Democrats more for black people. But that's the thing in our community, they just don't know. That's what they really think because they don't know. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Most people I talk to say the same thing. Oh yeah, I was always told that too. But I started doing the research on the Democrat Party, and it's like, I mean, I don't believe that. I don't want to give you 40% of my money. I don't want to give you my guns. If the police, if somebody come and tie my wife and kids up right now, I can't call the police fast enough to save their life. So no, you can't have my guns, and
you can't do that, right?
Yeah, so I mean, and the fact that I believe the Bible, and on top of that, like, I mean, I used to be in the streets too, so I'm not out here hustling and doing this crazy stuff I do just to give you my money so you can give it to people who don't even work.
Oh, you was in the street too. I see a picture. Look at this. Streets.
Yeah, so that's how I be. I mean, and the more and more I start following God, and people don't know this, but God speaks about the left and right by name. He talks about it, and God is, make no mistake about it, God is not a leftist. He's not a socialist.
He's not.
Period. I mean, you could try to say you shouldn't bring God into politics, but even you see examples of God being on the right side of things, because you got what's right and you got what's wrong. God is going to go with what's right. Look at the parable of the 10 virgins. Five were foolish, 5 were wise. The 5 that were wise, they were prepared. They had oil in their lamps. So when the bridegroom came, they were ushered into the marriage supper. The 5 that were foolish, they did not have the oil. They didn't get prepared. They didn't do the work that they needed to prepare. And they thought that that's socialism. That's an example of socialism in the Bible. Oh, well, y'all have oil, give us some oil too. And they said, quote unquote, not so. We're not giving you of our oil. And the people that didn't have the oil in their lamps, the foolish virgins, they were shut out of the marriage supper. We see that God is not a socialist. You see examples of gun control in the Bible. And I think it's in 1 Samuel.
67.
Where Jonathan and Saul were the only ones who had guns, but not guns, but swords, but all they people didn't have swords. What's that sound like? The government. Saul and Jonathan were kings. Those were the government, and they people didn't have swords.
Speak on it.
So, and they said there was no smith found in the land, and the Philistines had disarmed the people. So they enforced their will on them. That's gun control.
Yes. This is facts.
Yeah, that's facts, man. I mean, I don't understand. Like, how can you be Christian and a Democrat or a liberal? It's just the two don't jive, man.
Right.
The two don't jive. They just don't jive. So that's how I became a conservative. It is what it is. I mean, I hate it for you, man.
Man, hold on. Mayberry in the house. What's up, Mayberry? Yeah, we met. Look, we met up in Georgia. What's up, Mayberry? Good to see you on the chat room. Christy B in the house. Man, this chat room is lit tonight. We lit tonight, y'all. We real tonight. Dang, dude. You got to come back on here again.
Yeah, man. Anytime, man.
Anytime. Okay, all right. You say anytime I got your number, you're going to come in anytime.
Yeah, that's right.
I have different panels. I have like 4 or 5 people on here at one time, too, sometimes. It'd be like lit.
Yeah. That'll be real nice right there.
Different people with different opinions. It'd be sit there. We have discussions and stuff. So I be loving it, y'all. We loving it, y'all. We having fun tonight. And man, I'm also pumped to have you on here. Look, I'll tell you about it. A Negro with Knowledge come on here. Like, ooh, look, they draw the title. Like, A Negro with Knowledge. Here you go. That's not. Because you got knowledge, brother. I love that video, though. That video I have watched, like, wow. Black people are so dumbed down. They are so dumbed down. The black community is so dumbed down. I'm not just putting down black people. I'm just calling it how I see it because you know what, brother? Isaiah Gate, I live in a black community. I live in a ghetto where people get shot in. I live across the street from a liquor store. I'm right here. I'm from Chicago, but I live in Wisconsin. I'm in the ghetto right now. I see it. I see what goes on over here, brother. And that's why my heart is more for prison reform. That's why my heart is more for the black community, not pissing on the white community. I'm just saying, I'm calling out what I see. I won't hear the S word, but I'm just saying. Y'all know I'm the realist. More reductions being real. Go ahead, take it away, brother. You the interview. I'm interviewing you. Take it away. Man. Any other stuff that you want to get out to people, brother?
I mean, if I could just end it and say, just be informed, man. One of my main points of advice I give to people: turn the radio off sometimes. Listen to something that's gonna edify you and give you some knowledge. And don't say, "Oh, I get knowledge through music." No, you don't. You get enjoyment through music. Turn it off for an hour, 20 minutes. Get something that's gonna inform you. Wow. Stop taking people's words for it.
Wow.
And if you could scroll social media for hours on end, you can read some articles while you at it. And stop. And also too, like I said, we can end it on this note. Don't stop trying to separate yourself from politics. Nobody's asking you to be an activist or somebody who's going to do political speaking all the time. But you should know who your political officials are. You should know what's going on in the news. You should know what bills are going in front of Congress. True. This stuff is going to affect you. Don't keep lying to yourself, telling you it's not going to affect you. Yes. It's going to affect you, and you should at least have knowledge of it. Yes. Because when it gets real and you still in the dark like that, you're going to sink or you're going to swim. One of the two.
Mm-hmm. Word up, man. All right, our hour is up, y'all. And, no, you can tell them as long as you want to. But I'm just like, I was thinking of something I hear. What you just saying, it's a song that I listen to because I love gospel music. Brent Jones and the TV Mob, it's a song called Don't Wait Till Midnight When There's No Sunlight. And as lyrics said, So why don't you call me only when you need me? Don't wait till midnight when there's no sunlight. Don't wait, y'all. Don't wait till midnight when there's no sunlight. Don't wait because it'll be too late. You dig?
That's right.
You know, and that's what I'm saying, y'all. You know, I'm not political. I'm not religious. I don't live the way I should for Christ, but I love Christ. And I'm a man after God's own heart. That's why that's why I'm here. Like David. Okay, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. All right, next. Anything you want to say before we sign off, brother?
Not much, man. I mean, I done poured my heart out.
Thanks, brother. You're coming back on my show, right?
Man, like I say, anytime, man. Anytime.
All right. Thank you, brother. And y'all, we're thick skin only, and I appreciate everybody for coming up. Stay online, brother. Stay online. Because I'm gonna cut the video off and we're gonna still talk. But anyway, thank you everybody for coming on here, y'all, man. We got A Negro With Knowledge. Make sure y'all follow A Negro With Knowledge on Facebook, because he got some real facts. Not just the truth, but he got some facts. Because it's beyond doing research. Because he's woken up. He's a woken up Negro. That's why he's the Negro With Knowledge. Okay. So much love to y'all. All right, anything you want to say before I sign off, brother?
Keep reading, man. Read.
Keep reading. Peace. Love y'all.